Good morning. Hmm. Yeah, so you wake up this morning and you find out that conspiracy theory turned out to be true the entire time. I mean, it wasn't really a conspiracy. We all knew it was true, but yeah, it's just something funny when you find out that the people in charge actually come out and just said, "Yeah, okay, so yeah, this is what we've been doing. Yeah, sorry about that. It failed. We're gonna move on now, right?" It didn't even happen. So what happened? Woke happened. Woke is dead, right? I mean, granted, it's not going to die just like that because so many people out there are completely brainwashed by the ideology at this point. But for the most part, yeah, it's like the CEO of BlackRock acknowledges that the woke era has been a failed experiment created by them. The conspiracy theories being like, seriously, it got to the point during what was it, Biden's administration. Is like the difference between reality and the conspiracy theory was like 2 weeks or something, or a week or something like that, or a month. Like it kept shrinking. And then Trump came in, and then all this stuff was coming out and stuff, and more conspiracy theories were being proven to be true. And oh wow, just anyway, so right here we've got
the woke era.
let's see, let's bring this. We've got the BlackRock CEO Larry Fink, right, who played an instrumental role in forcing woke diversity quotas on companies, now concedes that the woke era was a failed experiment. So let's listen to that for a second, shall we?
Do you believe the woke era
and enjoy our coffee while we're at it?
ESG, the DEI.
I gotta get ready for work.
Kind of push.
It's my day off, but I'm working.
When you talk about things now, you talk in a practical sense, what we can do, what we can get done. Looking back at that, how do you see it?
Society moves, the pendulum moves all the time. In BlackRock's cases, we are.
Yeah, I just realized I'm not always in frame because where I sit.
For everybody. And even today, as you said, maybe these, renewables are less talked about it. I can tell you right now, we have many investors worldwide are investing in renewables, trying to emphasize solar and other things like that. We're working with Occidental Petroleum right now to building the best carbon capture factories in Texas right now.
All right, so that actually is kind of stuff I can get behind. I'm not gonna lie. It's like right now we've got things like solar and wind, and they're just highly inefficient for the most part, right? They're very inefficient. And then we've been talking about carbon capture technology, where we're recycling the carbon that we produce, which honestly is actually really cool when you get into it and start looking into it. So yeah, I'm glad that they're now moving away from this woke nonsense and shit, and actually moving towards something that is actually useful to the human race, like energy. Although I think nuclear would be the best option, but hey, it is what it is.
So, do I believe the pendulum 5 years ago was too far? Yes.
You do.
I believe we're more pragmatic.
It went too far
too. And I believe.
But do you think BlackRock pushed some companies a little bit further left than you thought?
It was never our intention, because our job is to be. I got to be a fiduciary.
Listen, it was never their intention to go that far, but
our responsibility, Brett, is to making sure if one of our investors wants to invest 100% in hydrocarbons in Texas, I'm investing 100% of the money in Texas. But if another state fund wants us to invest in, let's say, all green energy, we're going to do that. It's their money. But today, because of AI, and the overwhelming need for power and electricity, it can't just be one way right now. It can't just be hydrocarbons. If you see what China is doing right now, China is rapidly building more nuclear than any other country in the world. They have the largest solar fields in the.
Anyway, we're just going to talk about energy from that on point. But yeah, the fact that BlackRock is just like, yeah, we fucked up, guys. All those things about how, what was it? Was that thing on Wall Street years upon years ago where everything shifted, where suddenly things went from, the rich, eat the rich or whatnot to, this whole, power versus prejudice versus white versus black versus gay versus straight bullshit and stuff. Um, where everything kind of shifted at that point. Yeah, it turned out it was all just a rock thing, right? So, who was this? Indaman? Can't pronounce it. It's too early for me this morning. But yeah, BlackRock CEO admits woke error was a mistake, and everyone who played into it was manipulated. Every website, every person, and it was never genuine. Actual truth bombed. Like it's not like we didn't know this already. Like we talked about this. It was just, oh, you're a conspiracy theorist, right? But anyway, every push of DEI, all the stinky baby stuff, all that was carefully constructed to fit narratives. I got called so many names for pushing back, and now the guy who started it is like, yep, we screwed up. Unreal, dude. So much damage has been done, or has to be undone from this. And that's the thing. I don't know if it can be. It's going to take years. Like, it took years to get to this point. It's going to take years, like 2 decades, just to undo the damage of the past 10 to 12 years, 10 to whatever years, right? Past decades. Anyway, decades is 12 years, right? So many game companies also still cling to this bullshit knowing it won't work. Like, seriously, they still do. They keep producing woke bullshit, and then it doesn't sell, like 1348, and then they're all surprised, like, why didn't it sell? All surprised Pikachu face when it comes down to it, and then they disappear or something, and then they get scuttled, and it's just a cycle that continues to repeat itself. But yeah, you have millions of incompetent employees in major roles access across every industry who can't do the job, yet their existence depends on DEI. Exactly. They will continue to push it and fight for it no matter what now. Can't put the genie back in the bottle. They get paid to push that. And that's the thing right there. It's going to take a lot because these companies have to take initiative, which some are. From what I have heard, there are some purging themselves like Elon did when he did X, right? Like Elon purged, 75% of the company's employees, and nothing happened. Like nothing changed at Twitter. It still ran just as fine, just as good as it did. I mean, it had some growing pains. They did some other things, of course, and stuff with it. But for the most part, nothing actually changed at X, and they lost like a good 80% of their employees, which I think was a wake-up call for a lot of other industries that house a lot of people. It's like, we've got gaming companies right there now where they are like thousands of people strong. They're putting in millions of dollars into games that sell like 1.2 million copies at the moment, and it's not even breaking even. So they're failing sales expectations, of course, all the dang time. Meanwhile, you've got indie companies of 12 employees, selling 5, 10, 12, 20 million copies of their game. And they don't have to deal with that DEI woke nonsense over there. But yeah, how many businesses destroyed? How many career reputations destroyed? The real damage is staggering and quantifiable. Justice demands those harmed be made whole by Larry Fink and by the... Yeah, that's never going to happen. I'm sorry. It's just... I'm sorry, you're not going to sue BlackRock and ever win. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. If you're Valve, BlackRock will sue you through a proxy and you'll win. But yeah. All those who thought they were anti-establishment revolutionaries being woke and spending the day hassling people turned out to be getting used by puppets, or being used as puppets by BlackRock. Yeah, again, the whole... Guys, this isn't real. This isn't organic. Oh no, it is. It absolutely is. Being told that we don't know what we're talking about, that it's just a conspiracy theory. Yeah. Anyway. So yeah, it turns out that it was just not real. Who would have thunk it? It was a pushed thing. Once again, it's being confirmed again. Swear, how many things are we going to get confirmed this year? Are we going to wait? Did they already said aliens existed, didn't they? I guess next thing's the pyramids were landing pads for spacecraft. Is that what we're going to get next? Anyway, let me know what you think down in the comments below, and I will talk to you later. See ya.